Come on, you get a chance to cash in Social Security check. I need some money, buy some short-term SoFi call options. Come on, Grandma. You don't need that insulin. Go ahead and break them pills in half. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just discussing some possible short term bridge financing with my business associate. My name's DannyDealz. Welcome to Un Poco Mas, the show where we give you just a little bit more on behalf of Hurricane Lopez, our executive producer, and our supervising producer, Stock Karen. We'd like to thank you for tuning in today. It is an exciting day. The SoFi stock was absolutely ripping today in a down market. We were up 2 cents or 0.38%, which, as you know, is as good as it gets for SoFi. We did not trip over ourselves and kick ourselves in the testicles, so it was as good a day as we can hope for. But, folks, let me share my screen. Let me do you that service. Share some of my knowledge and ideas with you, my loyal, faithful SoFi viewers, those of us who are down 25, 30%, 40% on the stock and just loving life. We are the SoFi cult. We've convinced ourselves it's a great company. Are we crazy? Are we insane? Is our faith in management misplaced? Are we myopic fools, lemmings going over a cliff, feeding our money to shorts and market makers while they laugh at us and they snicker and they say, these retail fools? Well, I mean, maybe they have a point, but I don't want to get upset about it, guys. Bottom line, this is still the same company. We always thought it was. They are who we thought they were. Reminds me of Denny Green. But in any case, guys, I kind of lost my train of thought. I was ranting there. But bottom line, the stock was flat today in a down market, which is quite good for SoFi, and it's up a nickel actually after hours or 1%. There's some buying pressure. The short, believe it or not, actually let go very, very slightly today. The company was getting some bad press. As you know, Motley Fool pumps SoFi like 8 times a day. And Upstart's been getting a lot of run, a lot of press. There's been a bit of a short squeeze going on there on some good news with them getting a financing facility, somebody buying Castle, buying $4 billion worth of their future loans that they're going to generate. So their revenue stream was pretty much assured, and the market really liked that. And that combined with the huge short on the stock led to some huge gains. You may have seen that. I think it was a 25% day they had there. Oh, wouldn't that be nice for us SoFi investors to have that kind of day? But alas, we're up 2 cents and we're loving it. We're absolutely loving it. Um, what's going on with the stock right now? Well, the short is still there, but there's just no institutional money coming into the stock. There's been a lot of FUD about essentially the fact that the company has too many personal loans on their books, and that the company's basically their entire growth and their entire loan portfolio has become these unsecured personal loans. And frankly, it's a valid criticism. When you're investing or as a business, you never want to have all your eggs in one basket. You don't want to invest all your money in one stock or even one sector. There's a lot of people who are on YouTube and stuff. They're like, I have all my money in Tesla stock. I think Tesla's a really good company. I've made money in it. I've invested in it many times, but you're just a complete fool because, then when the stock goes from like 300 down to 130, you're like, oh, I'll just buy more. But, you know, let's be honest. It's not wise to have all your eggs in one basket. So, this is just another article from the Motley Fool and old Bram Berkowitz, who writes some good stuff. I mean, he has some valid points here. But he's talking about the fact that people are worried about the accounting and how they mark their loans. Their loans are marked by a third party, and the way they're scored, people are worried that you see it here, management seems overly optimistic. Given that SoFi designates its personal loans for sale and marks them based on their fair value, investors get an update on how the loans are valued each quarter. In the fourth quarter 2022, SoFi did an upward cumulative fair value adjustment of more than $271 million. In the first quarter, the upward adjustment grew to more than $428 million on its now more than $10.5 billion personal loan portfolio. And CFO Chris Lapointe said SoFi's first quarter earnings call that the loans are valued by a third party firm, which takes into account the weighted average coupon, default rates, prepayment speeds, benchmark rates, and spreads. So, what they're basically saying is that a third party is valuing these loans based on all available data, that there's nothing optimistic about it because they're not valuing the loans, and that they're using all the metrics they have available, and they're trying to be realistic about how many people are going to default and what the rates are going to be and what the prepayments are going to be and what the spreads are going to be. And so this brings me to the interview that Noto just did with Kramer, old Jim Kramer, old hit some buttons and make some sound effects and give people horrible advice. Jim Kramer, the bald, smirking billionaire who, just throws companies under the bus left and right after he's kissed up to their CEOs face to face. That's what I predicted in my video the other day is face to face. Kramer would fawn over Anthony Noto, which he did. He's like, I've known you half my life. I know you have integrity. And when I hear these shorts say you're just a complete douche, it tears me up. And it's like, noticing they're like, yes, well, we're holding these loans because our return on capital is 6%, whereas if we sold the loans, it'd be 4%. And you're like, oh my God, it's beautiful. And then Noto's like, okay, we're trying to make our shareholders as much money as we can. And Kramer's over there just bawling on the set, and it's like, in a month, he'll say SoFi's garbage, like when Noto's not there. It's just, he's done this numerous times. Like next time he's like, look, it's a $4 stock, like blah, blah, blah. But I don't listen to this guy. But this is what brings me to this, sort of humorous anecdote, however you say that word there. Sorry, it's been a very long day. I've been up since about 2 hours before the market opened out here on the West Coast, so that was about 4:30 a.m. I come in here just to do a lot of feckless research and useless meandering through the financial media for you, my loyal viewers. Um, in any case, I already watched this SoFi video with Jim Cramer, but if you want to watch the video, it's like deleted everywhere on YouTube. And then I tried to sign in to CNBC. Um, Sorry, I'm having some ear problems, a little bit of a head cold. But you have to, it's not just signing in, you have to become a club member. And this guy, this mug, this forehead, he this smirking forehead wants you to pay $300 to join this club and watch this video. And the guy is a bad stock picker. I'm telling you, I know he ran like a hedge fund. He's a billionaire. He could buy and sell me a billion times over. And I am nothing but a fat blowhard online. Okay, I have no qualifications, but I'm telling you, I'm not going to pay this schmuck $300 of my hard-earned money to watch this stupid video for 100th time so I can let you guys watch it and I can sit there with my head down in the corner and nod like a moron and then go, you know what he said? He said SoFi is good. It's like, yeah, he's the CEO. We all know what he's going to say. The point is, what about the veracity of those statements? Can you trust him? Can you trust him? Kramer obviously trusts him. He said he's known him half my life. He obviously worked with him at Goldman. He believes in his integrity. Okay, and I believe in his integrity. Look at Noto. The guy was head of his class at the military academy as an engineer. I believe he was a mechanical engineer. Kramer said he was an Army Ranger. I didn't realize that. Okay, I am a fat, lazy, suburban D-bag. Okay, and I get to ride this guy's coattails. An engineer, head of his class, Army Ranger. Are you kidding me? We should all be so lucky to have this CEO leading our investment choices. But, I'm just not going to pay to show you guys this video. I probably can't because it's copywritten and I try not to. I only use sites on here that are free. This will lead me to zoom out. Hello, folks. Hello. There's my huge head in HD. I want to just click over on the short interest, live short interest today. Actually, the borrowed shares were reduced by 5.5 million, had 6.4 million borrowed. Excuse me, 900,000 borrowed and 6.4 million return. Net borrow change negative 5.5. Negative Ghost Rider 5.5 million. So the daily short interest is still basically flat. 15% of the free float. You got 30% of the free float on loans. 7 days to cover. 1% cost to borrow, and utilization is holding steady at 100%. So this is still a fairly significant short. Nothing like Upstart. I mean, that's a suicidal short if the company gets good news, as some of those clever hedge funds found out. That can be very dangerous. But SoFi doesn't have that size of short on it. There's still a ton of shares out there because they printed so many shares in so many ways, and they've acquired companies for shares and hired people for shares and just given away silly SPAC shares to executives, and they have diluted us. And I still believe, though, the market cap is too low, given that sales are growing 30 to 40% at the top line. Margins are excellent, and the interview Noto did with Kramer did nothing but give me more and more confidence. He answered every question, every criticism. They do not imminently need to raise funds. They do not need to change their accounting structure. They're making more money holding these loans than they would selling them. That's the simple fact. A 6% versus 4%. Now, if defaults go up 3% more, which he doesn't think they're going to, yes, they might have to sell some of the loans, and I believe there will be demand for those loans. Just running back over to the SoFi chart. Let me share my screen once again. What do I think is going to happen here? It's pretty simple. I think this stock is going to go back up and break through $8. We've basically had a triple bottom, and then this would be a triple top. Testing this $8 range. Tested it here in August of 2022 and again in February 2023. We're now again 4 months later, and I believe it is going to break out and basically take the same course up that it took down from 22. I don't think it's going to get back to 22, but I think it's definitely going to break through 8, and I think it could quite possibly challenge that $15 level, which I think more accurately reflects what the stock is actually worth. You don't value a bank that is growing the deposit rate at like $3 billion a quarter, one of the fastest growing banks in the country that has good margins. I mean, anyone with any sense can see that, customer acquisition cost is going to go down, stock-based compensation is going to go down as a percentage of their EBITDA and a percentage of their actual free cash flow. So this is a hell of a good business model. They have great management. It's just been absolutely destroyed by shorts, government policy on student loans. Interest rates have helped and hurt, but management has been rock solid. Shorts are flat. They're still holding on to the stock. We do not have any big news to move the stock up right now. But today, again, just wanted to bring you another long, somewhat pointless SoFi update. Not giving you a lot of information. Just want to let you know I'm very, very angry at CNBC and Kramer for wanting $300 or $500 for their ridiculous investment club to let me watch an interview, which I am entitled to watch as a SoFi investor as well as an American. And if you believe in America, you will not spend $500 to watch that video when you can watch my videos absolutely gratis, free, 100%. And these videos will always be free as long as I have any say of what Google and YouTube do, which I don't. So I can't make you that promise, but I can promise you this. I thank you for watching my video here. My name's DannyDealz. The show has been un poco mas, and I've actually made a video today that's less than 15 minutes. Can you believe it? I am usually one to be a bit verbose and send my verbiage around the bend and back again. But today, guys, I'm going to cut it short because I know you have big, important things to do. It's May 24th, 2023. It's 4:49 p.m. out here on the West Coast. It is almost 8 o'clock out in NYC. Hope it's a great night wherever you guys are. I'm going to bring you SoFi information, commentary, analysis, rants, and anything else I can think to share with you. Thanks for tuning in, guys. It's DannyDealz for Hurricane Lopez. We'll chat at you tomorrow. It's SoFi, ticker symbol SOFI. Good night.